What's up guys, Chris here with another 4 Nights of the Apocalypse manga chapter review, and this chapter right off the bat confirms something that I literally predicted last chapter, and I think we all basically predicted it with the very last panel of the chapter. So yeah, I mean, I was expecting this for one of the sins to show up, and it is confirmed in this chapter that Gowther did in fact show up and was the old man. So I'm going to get into that. I'm going to get into Ardberg's mini flashback with how he joined Arthur, Gowther, and Ardberg's conversation, and how the chapter ends off, and giving us some potential clues as to what could happen next. But with all that said and done, before we start the video, don't forget to like and subscribe and hit the notification bell for updates on future videos. It really does help. We're really close to 900 subscribers, and once that's done, 1,000 subscribers is well within reach, so I really hope to reach that before the end of the year, hopefully before the end of November, if at all possible. And if you want to help support the channel more directly and help me get these videos out a lot sooner, please go check out my Ko-fi and my Patreon accounts. All that money will really help me get these videos out a hell of a lot quicker. It'll help my funding, and it helps support the channel more directly. So if you can, go ahead and check out those, and subscribe to the channel and like the videos to show your support. And with all that said and done, let's get on with the video. So last chapter, we essentially got the full reveal of Ardberg's magic, and then the Elder showing up, basically more or less confirming the fact that he is in fact Gowther. I did not expect him to be Gowther, but that last chapter made me think, holy shit, this is Gowther. And we also got a bit of Ardberg's flashback as to why he wants to take out the 4 Knights and is doing everything Arthur says. It's because he wants to see his little girl, his baby girl that died during the demon attack 16 years ago. Which is something that I'm glad we got, as it helps humanize the Knights of Camelot and Arthur more, as they have more valid reasons and aren't super ruthless, just like Ironside and, let's say, Tulsker. But yeah, that basically sums up last chapter. We got to see the kids reacting to them becoming babies. And we also got confirmation that Percival is an incredibly strong monster on his own as an infant, which is kind of hilarious as well. But yeah, moving on to chapter 39. And I can't believe we're already on 39. So yeah, it's accurately titled The Goat Sin. For one, I like this color spread with the main group going up the mountain. It's honestly a really nice color spread, in all honesty. But the next page is a full color page of Gowther doing his signature Shing pose, which is honestly kind of hilarious. And in a brand new outfit. And I have to admit, I don't mind it. I think it looks pretty nice for Gowther. But yeah, that's honestly kind of hilarious. Gowther just acting like Gowther now. I guess him being the Elder was just an act he was playing for outsiders for the most part, not being super Gowther in his personality. But now he just full on revealed it. Ardberg in shock, rubs his eyes, looks at we see the Elder still acting like Gowther. He rubs his eyes again, and then Gowther is in his real form, literally staring right at Ardberg, as he states with confidence that he is part of the 7 deadly sins, the so-called sworn enemies of King Arthur. He is Gowther, the goat sin of lust. And, okay, I stated this very early on in my reviews of the series, expecting which sins would appear first in the series, officially. The first one was Merlin. Okay, that's pretty cool. And everyone was thinking that, okay, maybe Ban will show up next, or maybe King in the Anne. But I always said it would probably be either Merlin or Gowther, because Merlin makes sense if Arthur's being the main villain of the series, and Merlin is basically Arthur's right hand and attendant, and basically advisor. Then it makes sense for maybe Gowther to come in next, because you don't want to bring in the big dogs super early in the series. So I predicted since the end of the 7 Deadly Sins had Gowther basically traveling Britannia, it would make sense for him to be the first one of the sins to meet Percival and the group. So I like this, and I like being right. Sometimes I like being right, sometimes I don't. But I like being right in this instance. Ardberg is shocked and stating that Gowther is one of the sins. But he's asking why he's going around looking like an old man and running a demon village. As Gowther, all of a sudden he has the crystal holding the demon, states that the demons that he imprisoned detested violence and war, and he just wanted a peaceful. Then they just wanted a peaceful life in Britannia over the demon realm. So he was just helping them find their place. He even stated that he was the one that put up that whole barrier and had that spell that to make him look like an old man to anyone within 10 miles of him. This way, people like him can keep looking for ways to kill, because people like them keep looking for ways to kill them, and even Gowther said that it was quite annoying. And I like how nonchalant Gowther is being about this. Ardberg grabs Percival and An, trying to run away, as Gowther tells him not to. Ardberg just bolts, looking at Donnie and Nazian telling him to wait there. Now, really quick, Sin isn't in here. Perhaps Gowther, revealing his identity to Sin, told Sin to wait out there so he wouldn't be aged backwards like the rest. So, yeah, that's something really interesting. I really hope we get something like that, and I hope we get Sin's identity as being Lancelot to be fully revealed, because, come on. As much as I like that we got one of the Sins showing up and it makes sense for it to be Gowther, I want the reveal that Lancelot is Sin. So I want that to be within the next chapter or two. We cut to the outside the cave as Ardberg is trying to run away from a legendary monster like Gowther, and that he absolutely has no chance, as he has stated and confirmed that he is weak. Gowther slowly walks out of the cave, and we see that little bird thing, which I believe is probably Gowther's familiar. As, for all I know, this might be Gowther's thoughts, stating that he found a huge magic presence out of nowhere, and just look what I found. Now this probably is not Gowther. I don't know what this bird is, but it has been present since the very end of the Cant arc, and even in the Demon Village arc. Now, this is not Ardberg's bird, but perhaps it belongs to Merlin, or maybe someone else involved with the Knights of Camelot, as later on in the chapter, something very drastic happens that helps confirm this. Gowther obviously wants to talk to Ardberg, but Ardberg's super scared and does not want to fight, is telling him not to come any closer, saying that he'll throw the kids into the canyon, saying that he's serious. Gowther once again states, "Do not do it." And as we cut back in the very next page, we see Gowther holding a child, Ardberg's child, stating, "Could you do that in front of your own daughter?" And we get the girl's name is Connie. Ardberg drops on in Percival, goes straight up to Gowther, as Gowther confirms that, "Isn't this what you wanted? This is my gift to you." Ardberg asks the question, this is what I want you say?" Stating that he doesn't want to be made a fool of, and that he's every bit as evil, and that Gowther's every bit as evil as everyone makes him out to be. He's just playing with people's hearts like a monster. As he grabs the kid, stating that his kid died long ago, and this is just a mirage, it's gotta be fake. And the feeling of the warm hands on his face, the scent, Gowther says that it is indeed a vision that he created from Ardberg's memories. The truth that lurks within his recollections, as Ardberg collapses to the ground, crying, holding his child. So Gowther's magic is a lot stronger. Like, we all know he has mental manipulation magic, so it's very possible that he created something to fully create an illusion that feels so real based off of someone else's memories, to essentially give them what they truly want. So this is something really nice. I don't think Gowther did this in the main series, like to actually someone physically feel like their past from their memories. But this is really cool, I have to admit. This is a really nice touch. Ardberg then states that he'll undo the spell once he's back in the grotto. If he does it right now, I'll probably kill him for seeing her, butt naked and stuff like that, as Gowther just states that it's a wise decision. And Ardberg states that his magic woke him up, or just woke up, awakened in the shock of losing his kid during that demon attack 16 years ago. And it was useless magic since it came way too late to give his girl back. Gowther tells him not to torture himself and that no one can bring back the dead. As we then get another part of Ardberg's flashback, because it says that just when he lost her, a man came along while he was wallowing in despair. It was Arthur, asking him if he wants to see his daughter again, alive just like he wants her. Ardberg, in that state, furious, in shock, in anger, and pure despair, is wondering, what is this guy talking about? And he's saying that he just wanted to yell and attack him just for bringing something like that up. But when he saw his eyes, he just couldn't attack them, as Arthur stated with pure confidence, and the look in his eyes probably believes this to be so himself. If you do, then I need you to lend your powers. So Arthur probably did this in the wake of the demon attacks and everything, like right after the events of Assembly, since I do not know how long ago this was, because as if you can tell from the paneling, Arthur is missing his right arm. This is right after the Chaos arc, and I presume right after the Cursed by Light movie. So perhaps Arthur realized something with his Chaos powers. Maybe he can recreate someone or something from the dead, or maybe just recreate them physically or something like that. But yeah, for all we know, Arthur thinks that he can maybe bring back the dead. I mean, if that's so, that's incredibly terrifying if you can bring back the dead or create someone just like the person you knew. But back in the present, Gowther is questioning Arthur Pendragon, and if it was really Arthur Pendragon that was there. Ardberg once again stated that those words drove him to be a knight, and his aim was to banish the demons and make a world for humanity. But Gowther opened his eyes, that you can't bring back the dead, and even if he saw his daughter again, who knows if it would be the girl that he knew. And even if it's just a mirage, Gowther let him see his daughter that he knows and loves. And I like that in the background, Percival's really just climbing up, grabbing the sword, and just, crawling around on the edge of the cliff, swinging the sword. So that's honestly a really nice touch. But yeah, Ardberg thanks Gowther, and Gowther is acting like Gowther, being super flamboyant and everything. It's just hilarious seeing Gowther again. Quick tangent, I know there is a lot of Gowther hate from what I could tell when I was first getting into the Sins. But I think that died down as the series ended, because I think Gowther is a pretty good character, and I love all the Sins. I mean, Gowther is I think my 5th favorite Sin right now. So, still, I like Gowther, and I'm glad that he's back. But yeah, as they're having this nice little moment, Gowther senses something, a shiver down his spine. Powerful magical energy is coming right towards them, and it's going to be there in 3.8 seconds. 3 and 8 seconds from now. 2 magical spears infused with magic are heading right towards them, and their target right now is Percival. And I like that it's a nice 2-page spread showing us the gravity of the situation. Gowther then leaps forward, grabs Percival, and manages to dodge the first spear, showing just how fast and nimble Gowther is, and he has not, gotten rusty over the last 16 or so years. Gowther is hanging on the edge of a cliff, but the lance did manage to miss him and Percival. But Gowther states that there's another one coming, and for some reason it's heading for On. Now Ardberg has a decision to make, and he makes a good call. He puts down the image of his girl, saying that he'll be right back, as he goes over, grabs On, and gets her out of the way of the spear, telling On to grow up and be a great woman. As the last page and panel of the chapter is Ardberg took the lance right through his chest, right through his torso, leaving nothing but a gaping hole. As the chapter ends. So yeah, another good chapter before the Apocalypse. We got one of the 7 deadly sins from the original series back in this new sequel series. But yeah, honestly, this chapter, the initial conflict ended pretty quickly, but I'm glad that the reveal of Gowther came around. Ardberg told us why he was working with Arthur and why he's doing what he's doing. We got to see Gowther's magic seemingly be even more powerful than it used to be. We even have more or less confirmation that the bird that's been following the group since Kant is not Gowther's. And I initially thought it was Gowther's upon first reading it, but if you look back at the paneling and how the words are phrased, the bird is talking about Gowther. which means that this is probably one of Arthur's other knights, and that's how those magic spears came hurtling towards Percival and An, and now Ardberg basically sacrificed his life to save An. Now, there are a few things I want to state about An being targeted. For one, An has not been confirmed to be a member of the Four Knights of the Apocalypse, especially by Sin, and doesn't fit any of the descriptions as far as I could tell. However, it's very possible that these could also be, how do I put this, interpreted differently. Now, based off of the descriptions, we're led to believe that that Tristan and Lancelot, along with Percival, are three of the four knights, and the fourth knight is still yet to be accounted for, if we take both the prophecy and the image back in chapter 5 into consideration. So it's very possible that maybe this spear was going towards An as a punishment for Ardberg for essentially giving in to the enemy. Now, do I think that this was Arthur? No, I don't think this is Arthur, at least not at the moment. It's highly, highly possible that Arthur is still a genuinely good guy at heart, and I don't think he would just straight up kill anybody that was once a part of his group. I don't think he will kill any of his knights. He is too kind of a person. But then again, he's got that whole mentality of making a world for humans and humans only. However, he probably would have done something more, put this, serious involving the demon clan. But again, everything's just pure speculation. So I think we're going to get another Holy Knight of Camelot within the next chapter revealed. And then we'll have, with Ardberg dead, it's very possible that the spell will be undone, like, instantly. And the kids will be back to their original ages. And they'll have to fight off against another Holy Knight alongside Gowther. And hopefully Sin will unleash his full power as Lancelot, one of the four Knights of the Apocalypse. I want that Lancelot reveal, and if this arc reveals not just, it doesn't just give us Gowther's reveal, but also the reveal that Lancelot is in fact Sin, then this will be this will be like the second best arc in the series, maybe even the best arc in the series. So I think Sistana is honestly probably the best arc, just involving with everything with Ironside. But yeah, what did you guys think of this chapter and Gowther's reveal and being brought back into the series? Leave everything down in the comments down below with your theories on what's going to happen next. How Gowther could potentially be someone that'll lead them to Britannia alongside Sin, if anything. I would like to see a reunion between Gowther and Meliodas, and the reveal of the demon village. It'd be hilarious if Meliodas had no idea that there was a village of peaceful demons on the board, like pretty much on the border between Leonis and Camelot territory. That would be hilarious. But I still think that maybe Meliodas was the one that asked Gowther to look after demons in that village. But yeah, this is all pure speculation, and I can't wait to find out what's going to happen next. So, as always, don't forget to leave your comments and thoughts down below, and like and subscribe to the channel. And before this all ends, I just want to state that it has been confirmed that we are going to be getting a Seven Deadly Sins movie again, a two-part film focusing on Tristan as the protagonist, called Seven Deadly Sins, Grudge of Edinburgh, and it is a full 3D CGI movie. I'll probably have another video somewhere down the road this week about this reveal at some point. But yeah, I'm not going to make this video any longer by talking about it. So expect another video on the Four Knights of the Apocalypse just being on this new Seven Deadly Sins movie revealed sometime later this week, hopefully. But with all that said and done, I hope you all enjoyed the video, and I hope you all have an awesome day.